Damn right, we're going back to the 70s. The 1970s seems to have been one of the definitive decades for horror films. A number of all-time greats were made throughout the 70s, and they seem to be the horror films that I watched the most. Of course, we had The Exorcist and Halloween as probably the two best examples of 1970s horror, but in between those two was The Omen in 1976. This movie is freaky, weird, dramatic, a little over the top, but pretty damn good too. The plot is that an American ambassador played by Gregory Peck is expecting a child with his wife, and unfortunately they have a stillborn kid, so they adopt. They have their little bundle of joy, but as he becomes a young boy, strange things start to happen. Peck sees nothing of the strange occurrences at first, but after being confronted many times by a suspicious priest, things start to go awry. The priest claims that Peck's son, Damien, is none other than the Antichrist, the son of Satan sent in human form to bring upon destruction across all the world. Peck dismisses the priest as a loon until things get really weird. Upon this, Peck seeks the help of a priest and a photographer who keeps on catching foreshadowing images with his camera. There's speculation as to how they could realize Damien is evil, or even if he is his son at all. This movie is full of creepy atmosphere and terror, and it's not to be ignored that the church choir soundtrack is a huge part of the film's effectiveness. The acting is all around pretty good, with the most notable being Gregory Peck, who turns in a great performance as he always did. Through the extensive use of red and black colors, old church imagery, and Damien's lack of personality, the film works in being very creepy and visceral. This didn't exactly change the horror genre, but nothing quite like it has been done since, or nothing even remotely as good. All I can think of is the movie The Good Son, and that just sucked beyond comprehension. In the end, The Omen is a very effective and old-school 70s horror film full of frightening images that can creep out the average viewer. Even if you're not into the religious kind of thing, I still think this can really get into your head and creep you the hell out. And I know this, no one has ever looked at a toy tricycle the same since. Look out for those little bastards.